You ain't never seen a man turn leg go with his hands. You ain't never seen a man get a queen wet with a glance. Water turn wine, whole wide world mind in my mind. In and out of time, my light shine bright for the blind. Something about the way I do it. 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 Said I'm gonna be a millionaire soon, but I already knew it. I'm a death, the bullet's fluid. All this winning therapeutic. Something about the way I do it. Something about the way I do it. They be trying to drain my energy up, but the battery is not included. Women trying to be recruited. Let them do it, then I bought it. What is cute, then she fooled it. Something about the way I do it. I remember playing ring around the rosy. Now I got a pocket full of OZs. Water dollars, wallet full of old cheese. Got a Glock, a cock and pop a police. Block a boom, shaka like a bada shot him while he rock a rosary. Got your mama watching out the nosebleed. Sloppy toppy while I'm trying to go sleep. Something about the way I do it. I ball out like a nudist hooping.
Peace, family. Welcome to another episode, Underground Railroad Productions. This is your host, Brother Rich, a.k.a. Black Magic with the blue pill on 125th.
Peace, family. Peace to the family. Peace to you and yours. We are live and direct in the building.
Listen, man, I'm happy that the weather has got better in NYC. NYC goes from winter to summer, so we usually skip spring. So
look around, y'all. You know what I'm saying?
So these few days that it's gonna be nice, we happy.
You know, some people ain't get the memo. As you can see, I guess some people, they had to dress early when they left out, so it was very frigid in the morning, and then it warms up during the day, then it gets cold again at night. It's the same thing going on around the country from what I hear. People are experiencing all 4 seasons in one day. Crazy,
man, crazy. So listen, Blue, man, yo, there's so much going on right now in the technology sector, in particular, the social media sector.
Oh, yes.
You know, we had a situation in YouTube a little while ago, you know, with the shooting. We also have the situation where Mark Zuckerberg just got on was on trial, right? Is that what it is?
Well,
trial? Would you say trial?
He voluntarily appeared
testified
at a hearing. Yes, he wasn't subpoenaed.
Right.
He showed up to represent his company at a Senate hearing. Yes, so that's what took place.
Okay, so it makes me think about this new world that our parents, your mother, my mother, a lot of people's parents weren't privy to participate in. This world where it's so easy for anybody to be an entrepreneur. It's so easy for everybody to tap into a global market and communicate with people worldwide. And by the way, I just want to tell you congratulations, my brother. I'm very proud of you of the success of your liquid gold since we announced it on the show with the testimony, which came purely from my heart, my brother. I told the people, I'm gonna say real quick, I was skeptical of taking it because I tried so many products that did not work. And I know everybody has a product. I took it. I had an extreme migraine for days, 2-3 days. It worked in 15 minutes. I was about to cancel the interview and all that. You wasn't even sure if it would work. You said, listen, they told me it works for headaches, Rich. I don't know. You should try it. I said, all right, I'll give it a shot.
Yes, indeed.
I tried it. The brother, it worked phenomenal. And you've had success with it.
I have. There's been a phenomenal response. Primarily from people in the viewing audience. Peace, family. So I know that you guys in the audience know what we're talking about, because I've gotten a lot of feedback in a short amount of time for people from this audience who have ordered it. We just saw a brother outside, you know, Rich can testify. The brother said he no longer has his coffee addiction in the morning, and the brother wakes up 4 in the morning and he has to go out as an entrepreneur or as an employee, should I say, of a corporation, and do what he has to do, and he needs that as a crutch. He needs his coffee, as multiple millions of people out there do. I know some personally. My father's one of them. You know what I'm saying? I never in a day of my life have I seen this man not drink coffee. So I know how important coffee is to setting up somebody's entire program for the day. This brother said he no longer has that need and necessity, that addiction, that crutch, because the goal is giving him all of the energy and the strength and the power that he needs to push forward. And I'm just honored by that. That's a wonderful, beautiful thing.
Yeah, it's beautiful that we could get this from somebody that, you know, that's not in the mainstream, you know. So that's dope. Give him the website, because I want to, yeah.
SOLEGOLDBIZ.com. Packages are shipped. Everything, we're up to, you know, all of the orders are out. So we're back to our regular shipping schedule. I appreciate the patience that the family has allotted me to get my thing together, because like I said, it was an unprecedented response. I had no idea. All right. But thank you again.
So with that being said, man, listen, Mark Zuckerberg, young entrepreneur, billionaire.
Yes. Multi-billionaire.
Multi-billionaire. So many millionaires, billionaires being made from the internet, my brother, from the internet. And when we think about the internet, one of the first things we think about is Facebook.
Yes.
So at what expense are we making money? Are we giving up our soul? Are we giving up our rights? Are we giving up our privacy? At what expense? We getting paid, we're making money as entrepreneurs, but what's the sacrifice? Tell me what you think about what happened with Mark Zuckerberg and him talking to having that, you know, that hearing.
Well, not everybody doesn't, not everyone engages social media platforms for business, even though, as was explained, these are powerful tools for business, for marketing, right? That's his business model. The business model for Facebook is advertising, as we found out. You know what I'm saying? The business model for Facebook as well is people's personal information and their data. And that is acquired by you participating in a free service. Now, people that look like us might get on the internet and use it as a social platform to go back and forth with people and to keep tracks on our family. But a good percentage of people use it for business. It's a business tool. And they have been able to maximize business, right? Click and mortar. Click and order, should I say, not brick and mortar. So it has revolutionized global commerce, right? You have Amazon, revolutionized global commerce. Amazon was in the news last week with Trump attacking them, right? Because he's complaining about the brick and mortar establishment known as the post office is going out of business, and they've always been losing money, and they always, you know, are technically going out of business. But he wanted to complain about Amazon, another non-regulated internet-based company.
It's white on white crime.
Right? That was established by an entrepreneur. Pretty much we're talking about $1 in a dream, right? $1 in a dream is no longer a gamble in terms of the lottery. $1 in a dream, you can take an idea and take it to the internet and walk away in a few years with $1 billion. There are people who have created these companies like Snapchat, Instagram, things of that nature, and have sold it to the bigger fish, the bigger whales, for billions of dollars in a blip of an eye. No more than a dozen or more employees, right? 2 or 3 years under your belt, and you have created something that, you know, ultimately comes out of an idea into a tangible reality, an application, and it sells for billions of dollars. This is taking place. Not too many people that look like us are utilizing these platforms and these services to hit licks like that, you know, unfortunately. But as we can hear through the hearing, there's so much available for the entrepreneur utilizing these services. Now, you definitely need to know, as it was explained to you, that yes, what you're going to lose is your right to privacy, right? And coincidentally enough, by the time this comes out, I guess it'll say, is Cardi B album like the #1 album in the country? Do you know?
It hasn't been finalized yet, but it's on pace to sell to be #1.
So she comes out with an album last week called Invasion of Privacy, right? And Zuckerberg is sitting up there for 2 days in the Senate, right?
Looking like a reptilian.
Looking like an android reptilian. You know, gave them 10 hours of testimony about invasions of privacy, right? Consensual invasion of privacy, okay? He said you need to read your terms of agreements, right? Because there's all sort of settings that you can do to make sure that your information is now harvested and sold on the open web to all of these different people, okay? So there's a lot of tools available for entrepreneurs. As a result, though, as we have explained, you're going to lose a little bit of privacy. You know what I'm saying? You're going to lose a little bit of privacy, you know, but what are you going to gain in the process? Now, for people that are not engaging the internet for business, that are just being social, they've lost a whole lot of privacy, and what have they gained? Because he's telling you that you own your information. So your business partners with Mark Zuckerberg, you got to check from that? Because he flipped your information a few times over. Or if he didn't, the apps that have figured out how to get into official business with him, they flipped your information a few times over. But what have you got? Because technically, right, you're involved in your business somehow, and your business is you. Your business is you and your information on the internet, okay? But you're not involved. You're not receiving any sort of residuals from that business, right? And literally, your business, your information, your BI is the business model. That's what's being sold. Your BI, your business is the business. So
I mean, do you think Facebook will happen to MySpace will happen to Facebook, or do you think Facebook will continue to be around?
I think Facebook is gonna continue. I think Facebook, they're gonna ride the wave. They're gonna weather the storm, as it said. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that Facebook is going anywhere anytime soon. They're going to lose a large majority of users, but they already have the information. They already sold that information. You know what I'm saying? He says that the system scrubs the information once they delete the account. We know that's not true, because if you delete your account, you could come back to your account and your information is still there. So how the hell was it deleted? You dig what I'm saying? So he doesn't have any competition. That's also what they spoke about at this hearing. He's a monopoly. Okay? He's a monopoly. So people are gonna leave Facebook and go where? To Instagram. He owns that too. They're gonna go back to MySpace. Ironically enough, I got an email last week from MySpace telling me I need to reset my password. I ain't been on MySpace since 2008. So even MySpace, I guess they was feeling there's gonna be a resurgence and a return to people looking for multiple platforms. So I'm sure that there's some sort of competitor that will come along and say, look, we're not gonna sell your information. Your information is private, but they're gonna have to have a business model that competes with Facebook, meaning that it can't possibly be a free service, because how they gonna make their money? Facebook was very clear about how they made their money. You dig what I'm saying? So it would be interesting to see. Like I said, they're gonna lose a good percentage of people. A lot of people that I know, they're not on Facebook anymore anyway. They're on Instagram. Again, like I said, which Facebook owns, but the people that do business, the people
Facebook owns Instagram.
Yeah, Facebook owns Instagram.
They bought it. Yeah, they bought it.
Yes, indeed. So Facebook owns WhatsApp. You dig what I'm saying? So Facebook owns these entities. They own multiple entities. They've already diversified their portfolio to be synonymous, like you said, with the internet. When we hear the internet, God damn it, we might as well be saying Facebook. It's a behemoth.
Wow.
And if we never understood what size company, what sort of company this was, you got an idea by looking at this hearing. You know what I'm saying? That his company is the awe of these congressmen. His company is the awe of government. They just looking for some way to get involved. You know what I'm saying? It was like they was giving him fellatio in one sense, and then they was trying to extort him in another, like, yo, we're about to lean on you, big homie. You need to send that check. So it was a very, very interesting hearing.
Blue, if you look at the hearing, a lot of people's complaint is about how the body language of Zuckerberg, and you hear about this a lot with these Silicon Valley guys, these technology guys. They're so focused on figuring out a way to manipulate the masses that they almost seem soulless, like they have no soul at all, brother. When we think about society and one of our main goals being to make money, does this make you think that maybe being rich isn't the end all and be all? If you become because we become entrepreneurs, we want to be successful, we want to be millionaires, but if we gotta look like that or look like some of these dudes from Silicon Valley, Is it really worth it, Blue Pill? Because at the end of the day, we talked about currency being more than just money. So talk to me about being rich but not being rich at the same time, my brother.
That's all stipulated on what your idea is and your focus. You know, what's your end game? You know what I mean? Some people is clout chasing. Some people chasing the bag. You know, some people doing it for legacy. Some people just need to expend a level of energy and intellect to say, look, I need to be doing something. I got some great ideas. I got this hustle in me. Let me apply it. You know, people like Zuckerberg and them, they appear to be doing it for world dominance, right? They want to become masters of the universe, right? That's what they call the people on Wall Street. They call them masters of the universe, hedge fund managers and people that are dealing with billion-dollar portfolios. You know what I'm saying? It's beyond just a game to them. This is an engagement. You feel me? He was very mechanical. He was very non-emotional. He was very detached. You know, this shit felt like when Superman came to Congress in the last
Oh shit.
It felt like when Superman came to Congress. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're in possession of 2/3 of the world's information. 2/3 of the world is engaging on your platform, and they put it in perspective. Like, where you was at 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years ago. You know what I mean? I had an account on Facebook since January 1st, 2007, when they first opened it up to the public to engage. You know, I was there. I seen all of the transformation. I saw all of the changes. Like, he was a child. He was a kid when this was taking place. You feel me? Like how they be giving Takashi a pass? Zuckerberg was zucking at that particular point, creating Facebook. You dig what I'm saying? Like, let's put this thing in perspective, right? So, I lost my thought, but
Nah, that's deep. When you say you in control of 2/3 of the world's information.
2/3 of the, we talking about his level of non-emotionalism. Please come back. I want to check that out. And what it takes for somebody that's dealing with that level of dominance. What could the possible end game be? You know what I'm saying? If you have already gained, technically, quote unquote, the world, what is there left to gain? But you lost your soul. If you haven't never had a soul to begin with, what did you lose? You feel me? I don't think that these people are concerned with other people's feelings, because business at that level, it becomes very mechanical. You are indebted to your shareholders. You are indebted to the bottom line. You know what I'm saying? That's what you got to focus on and figure out. Now, whether FB stands for Federal Bureau or not, you know what I'm saying? We got a little bit more insight into that yesterday, or the days that we were seeing the hearing, you know, but I don't know possibly what the end game is. But let me borrow. According to what he said, according to the company's mission statement, the end game of the corporation, of the company, is to connect the world. Okay? That's the end game of the company, is to connect the world, right? He said that he's a technology company. So it is utilizing technology to connect the world. So the world would be connected through these particular nodes. And at some point, virtual reality is going to connect the world in another realm or in another world, right? So, yeah, like I can't really, you know, let me say this, because, you know, Rich said something earlier, I'm going to repeat it. I be talking and sometimes I get downloads during the talks. So the download wanted me to explain that we spoke about a gentleman who was part of Facebook at its inception. I forget his name. The brother is from India. He's an Indian brother, right? He's a billionaire, right? He cashed out Facebook, and he has a company called Social Capital. And with his company called Social Capital, he explains the environment that he attempts to create, right? Where these technopreneurs will be so less mechanical. And he says that they're so less they're mechanical because they're driven by the bottom line. They don't have time to be empathetic towards anybody. You know what I'm saying? They're amongst a group, a club of 100+ people who literally control the world. These multiple billionaires. It's a small group, right? We're not talking Illuminati. We're talking about actual business people who you can identify. Now, there might be some people that are mysterious that you might not know these names. We're not going to get into that. But the people that we're focusing on, whose names you know, it's a few people who could literally fit in a room. You know what I'm saying? And these people run the world. You dig what I'm saying? And then there's circles within circles within circles of that club. You dig what I'm saying? So he says, look, those people are detached. They're non-emotional. They don't care. They can't afford to care. You know? And what he was saying with his business model, he wanted to do something totally different. And he has explained a methodology about how to humanize the experience a little bit more. You know what I mean? Because he said in the tech world, the turnover rate is so quick that you can't even get close to your employees. So they're not even personable amongst people that they're working with. They're all disposable. You can't get close to nobody. Because if they're not doing their job, they got to get out of here. And that's business, period. We understand that. But I think the stakes is a little bit higher when you're running the company that literally has the profiles of everybody in the world in his back pocket. At the cusp of this technological age, when all he was talking about, he was there advocating for AI. That's what he was doing. He was advocating for AI to make a smoother transition into the next phase of what it's about to do. You know what I mean?
Zuckerberg was advocating?
That's all he was talking about.
Oh, because Elon Musk he's against AI, but
Yeah,
Zuckerberg
supposedly.
is for, supposedly, exactly.
I don't know how you going to Mars without AI.
Yeah. Wow. You know, they play both sides.
Yeah, but Zuckerberg was advocating, you know what I'm saying, heavily for, you know, AI and you know what I'm saying, the next phase of what AI has to bring. You know what I mean? So, yeah.
So let me ask you this last question, Blue. I got to go film Infodici real quick.
Shout out to the elders.
Shout out to Infodici. With situations like this, you often hear about when things like this is presented, a person will say, I'm leaving Facebook. So another person will say, you leaving Facebook? Man, where you gonna go? Everybody else is racist and corrupt just like Facebook or whatever.
Mom, I got something.
So where you gonna go? It don't make no sense to leave them. You might as well stay with them. Where you gonna go? Instagram, Snapchat, WhatsApp. What else is out there? Tinder. Where you gonna go? So talk to me about that mentality where everybody got this pimp mentality.
You gonna go MySpace?
So if the masses are the hoes, you just gonna go to another pimp? You might as well stay with this pimp. Talk to me about that, my brother.
Basically, you know, get to know your pimp. You know what I'm saying? Create a better relationship with your pimp. That's where you at this particular point, but you ain't getting away from your pimp. You dig? And where you gonna go? You know? Where are you going to go? Like, you know, you need a pimp out here. You know what I'm saying? If we bought into this whole aspect of social media, because social media plays such a pivotal role in some people's lives, this is their means of communication. This is how they access 44% of people access their news through social media.
It's a lonely world.
Yeah. If you don't, like, where else, you know what I mean? Have you been in these streets lately? You feel me? You're going to pull up on somebody in these streets and talk? They talking to themselves. They're too consumed in their own conversation with themselves to talk to you. Am I lying? All right, then. Let's be clear, okay? It's something else going on out here. So, you know, people's best bet is to be entertained by their platforms. I want to, you know, lose myself in what somebody else is doing in their lives, or, you know what I'm saying, all the nigga stuff that's going on YouTube. Like, that's people's forms of entertainment. So if they don't have that, I can't fathom at this point in time what they would do with themselves, where they would go. You feel me? So it's like, yeah, you're going to run here to go where? And you're going to go there And what do you think? The terms of agreement are different over there? No, the terms of agreements are the same everywhere because the biggest business, hands down, period, is data mining. Big data is the biggest business, period. Everybody's gathering big data. So where are you going to possibly go at this particular time? Like I said, the only smart move would be somebody in the audience to say, well, I'm coming out with a competing model where the terms of agreement are not saying, look, I'm giving away all of my rights and you could take all of this information, you know what I'm saying? But then you're going to have to figure out how else you're going to make your money. How you going to compete with the billions that these companies are making selling big data?
Man, on that note, man, I want to
No. I got a little bit more to express. What was very clear to me during this hearing was also, you know, Congress, right? These congressmen were putting on for their constituents. It seemed like when Facebook, more so than Cambridge Analytica, when Facebook started censoring conservative websites, right? When Facebook started attacking white nationalist groups, okay, that's when the hammer came down from the good old boys, from they big homies that are sitting in Congress who are part of the same club that these people are part of, but they're the representatives on the other side. That's who they was advocating for during these hearings. They wanted to know, Zuck, why are you discriminating against conservative websites and propaganda material? They said it's all protected under the First Amendment. Zuckerberg said, look, we want to have a model that doesn't cater towards hate speech, even if it has protections. They said, you can't go outside of the Constitution. I got a copy in my back pocket. I'm going to give it to you before you leave. You have to reinstitute the hate speech. He said, we'll look into that. You know what I'm saying? He kept brushing them with mad, I'm going to look into that. Yeah, he was mad now. I'm going to look into that. You know what I'm saying? But this is what their constituents, this is how Congress really works. You got to have somebody up there that's working for you. And I finally got a chance to see how Congress works for their constituents. Okay? The evangelicals and the conservatives put batteries in those congressmen's back, and they was working for them. Okay? They was working for their constituents. You know what the Negroes were saying?
What?
They wanted to know, right? Their only point of reference was civil rights. They wanted to know, a gentleman made a comparison to what's going on to COINTELPRO. He said that he was targeted by COINTELPRO in the 60s, I suppose, and he said that this resembled COINTELPRO tactics. You know what I'm saying? So he wanted to know what measures is Facebook implementing to protect COINTELPRO. And then they started talking about civil rights and the Voting Act of 1968. And then another congressman was talking about affirmative action. You know what I'm saying? You need to hire more black people in your company. You need to have black people in your boards. Does the Congressional Black Caucus have any programs to actually create entrepreneurs or people that were qualified to sit on these boards so they could be vetted if 10, 20 years from now, if not 5-something years? So, like, you just gonna sit there and tell a man you gotta have black. Who are these black people you talking about? Who's qualified? Where they at? You got a list? Did you even make any references? No, they was just saying, again, like I said, trying to shake him down, telling him, you need more black people on your board and you need to diversify your company. And we spoke to this person about it and we spoke to that person. But they wasn't talking about nothing tangible. You know what I'm saying? Nothing that was necessarily coherent. Where them other congressmen, they was getting all of their people's stuff reinstated on the spot. Not all of them, but there was main ones that they was Diamond and Silk and a few other them sites. And they was like, yo, we need you to put them people back. You know what I'm saying? Where they need, all right, we got you. You feel me? So we need to listen to these conversations, the differences in the conversations, to see who represents you and how do they represent you in these halls of quote unquote, these deliberation calls of justice or Congress or wherever the hell they was at. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's what I saw, and it was amazing. The contrast was amazing.
Man, amazing, man. You gonna make me look into this more, man. Wow. Leave your contact information, brother.
Blue Pillar 44. That's on Instagram. Huh. Shit. Paul Marlin. That's on Facebook. Check my FB out. All right. Blue Pillar 44 at Gmail. That's how you can reach us on the Gmail. Any inquiries? If you have any business inquiries, if you have anything that you need to discuss about the shipping or the packages, if you haven't received it, 347-504-1444. Please, family, operate just a tad bit of discretion. I get the 3 in the morning, 4 in the morning phone calls like nobody seems to care about the time differences. I'm on East Coast time, right, EST. So it's like 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. I'm an extended, no. Let's do 9 to 9. Because, you know what I'm saying, people come home, they be on the West Coast, they got different times. It's a decent time to say, I gotta, you know what I'm saying, get to the rest of the stuff, you know. I gotta email, you know, this, I gotta do. That's another thing, we talking about entrepreneurs, you know what I mean? 347-504-1444, you know. Peace, little brother. How you, young man? You know what I mean?
Recording, bro?
Yeah, we recording.
Bad.
Say something.
Yo, this is Harlem, bro. If y'all got a girl, you can fuck around the pussy.
Oh, come on, bro. Bro, man. Yeah.
God damn, son. Not the baby. Not the babies. Hey. I wanted to
I should have took my belt off, man. That little badass nigga.
We're talking about companies like Facebook and Instagram. No, don't erase it. Let it stay. You know, this is the mind of the babies. This is where they at right now. This is what we working for. Let's be clear. Okay? So, some of these corporations have 1,000 employees, 1,500, right? And some of these corporations that you're talking about, like mine, you know, we have a very small amount of employees. 1, 2, 3 people maybe. Me, I'm a serial entrepreneur, so I got 5 and 6 businesses. I am the employee in all of those particular businesses. So while I'm doing the water, while I'm doing the gold, while I'm doing the CMOS, while I'm doing the clothes, while I'm now fulfilling orders for the album, right? twinthealbum.com, go get that. All right, we're gonna be dropping that second CD on the 13th. I'm lining them fours up, peace. All right, another entrepreneur, she's out here every day getting her money. You dig what I'm saying? Please, let's be mindful. Some of these corporations just have 1 employee, and we have to do the marketing, the promotion, the shipping, the packaging. You know what I'm saying? The actual production of the every single thing has to be done by 1 single. We have to be customer service. We got to be customer care. Everything. You dig what I'm saying? So, at the same time, I'm not asking for the mercy of the people or anything. I just want you to understand the plight of what entrepreneurs go through. Everybody's not cut for this. You know what I'm saying? You might just want to stick with the 9 to 5, and that's understood. But for those of you that want to jump in the ocean, understand that you might be jumping in 300 feet of water. I hope you know how to swim. Peace, love, and light.
Peace.
You ain't never seen a man turn leg gold with his hands. You ain't never seen a man get a queen wet with a glance. Water turn wine, whole wide world, mind in my mind. In and out of time, my light shine bright for the blind. Something about the way I do it. 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 Said I'm gonna be a millionaire soon, but I already knew it. I'm a death, the bullet's fluid. All this winning therapeutic. Something about the way I do it. Something about the way I do it. They be trying to drain my energy up, but the battery is not included. Women trying to be recruited. Let them do it, then I pulled it. What is cute, then she fooled it. Something about the way I do it. I remember playing ring around the rosy. Now I got a pocket full of OZs. Water dollars, wallet full of old cheese. Got a Glock, a cock and pop a police. Block a boom, shaka like a bada shot him while he rock a rosary. Got your mama watching out the nosebleed. Sloppy toppy while I'm trying to go sleep. Something about the way